Today we are going to study about oxidation and reduction in terms of oxidation number. In the previous videos already we have studied about what is meant by oxidation and reduction reactions, and also we have studied how to assign the oxidation number of an atom or an element given in the given equation. So we know oxidation means it is the losing of electrons, and reduction it is the gaining of electrons. And already we studied about how to assign the oxidation number or oxidation state. Oxidation state is actually another term for oxidation number. So we know how to assign the oxidation state or oxidation number of each atom or each element present in the given equation or in the given species. So regarding oxidation number or oxidation state, the most important thing that you have to remember is we are assigning the oxidation state of each and every atom or element present in the given equation, and we are writing the oxidation state or oxidation number always on the top of each atom or each element. Now we will see the oxidation and reduction in terms of oxidation number. So after assigning oxidation number, how we can say that which species or which atom is undergoing oxidation or which atom is undergoing reduction? After assigning oxidation number or oxidation state of each atom or each element present, if there is an increase in oxidation number of an element, how we can compare? If an equation is given, compare on the left hand side and right hand side of the equation. Okay, so in the given equation, if there is an increase in oxidation number of an atom or element, it is representing oxidation. And if there is a decrease in oxidation number of an element or an atom, that represents reduction. Why there is an increase in oxidation number during oxidation? Because there is losing of electrons. During losing of electrons, what happens to the charge? If it is a positive charge, +1 will become +2 or +3 or +4, etc. That means increase in oxidation number is always representing oxidation, and decrease in oxidation number is always representing reduction. Now, what is meant by an oxidizing agent or reducing agent? That also we know. Oxidizing agent means these are the species which can oxidize other substances or other elements. They are oxidizing agents. So they are oxidizing other substances and itself will be undergoing reduction. So in terms of oxidation number, how we can define? Yes, oxidizing agents are the species which can increase the oxidation number of another atom or element. So the species which can increase the oxidation number of another element, we can call it as oxidizing agents, and they itself will be undergoing reduction or decrease in oxidation number. Now reducing agent means they will be undergoing oxidation. They will be undergoing oxidation means for them it is actually there will be an increase in oxidation number, but they can decrease the oxidation number of another element or another species. So reducing agents are actually the one which can decrease the oxidation number of another element and itself will be undergoing oxidation, and for these species actually there will be an increase in oxidation number, but they will be decreasing the oxidation number of another element or another species. So this is about reduction, reducing agent, oxidation and oxidizing agents. So remember, oxidation is actually representing an increase in oxidation number and reduction is representing a decrease in oxidation number. That is the main thing that you have to remember regarding oxidation and reduction in terms of oxidation number or oxidation state. Now there will be questions. One equation will be given And the question will be to show that the following reactions are redox reactions. And we know what is meant by redox reactions. Redox reactions means where there is oxidation and reduction taking place simultaneously. Where there is oxidation, there will be reduction also. We know that oxidation is the losing of electrons. So if an atom or if an element is losing electrons, there should be some atom, some other atom or element or any species to accept these electrons. So oxidation and reduction, they are complementary reactions. Where there is oxidation, there will be reduction also. So see, the first question, we have to show that these are redox reactions based on oxidation number. So remember once again, oxidation means there will be an increase in oxidation number, and reduction means there will be a decrease in oxidation number. Now, when we get such an equation, the first thing is assign the oxidation number or oxidation state of each atom or each element present in the given equation. Now, see the given equation here. It is 2Cu2O solid plus Cu2S copper sulfide solid giving 6Cu solid plus SO2 gas. Now, we know when we assign the oxidation number, what is these numbers known as the 2, which is written on the left hand side along with the formula. These numbers that we are writing along with the we are writing on the left hand side along with the equation. They are known as stoichiometric coefficients. And there is no significance for this stoichiometric coefficients when we assign the oxidation number or oxidation state. Remember once again, the stoichiometric coefficients, that means the number that we are writing on the left hand side of each species in the equation. So when we assign the oxidation number of each atom or each element, there is no significance for this stoichiometric coefficients, the number that is coming on the left hand side. But the number that we are writing along with each atom or each species as subscript, that has significance. Okay. Now, see the first Cu2O. We know that oxidation state is -2. The given it is a neutral species. Neutral species means the sum of oxidation state should be equal to 0. So oxygen, we know it is -2. So here it should be +2. +2, isn't it? So here we have 2 copper atoms. So 1 copper, it should be +1. So +1 into 2 +2 +2 plus -2. Here we have only 1 oxygen. So -2 into 1. So it will be 0. Now, the next is Cu2S. So here also it is a neutral species. So sum of oxidation state should be equal to 0. So sulfur, we know that it is -2. So here on the left hand side it should be +2 total. But here we have 2 copper atoms. So 1 copper, it will be +1. So +1 into 2 +2 +2 plus -2, it will be equal to 0. Now, here also, here what is the in Cu2S, what is the stoichiometric coefficient? Nothing is written along with copper sulfide. That means here we have 1. Now, here we have 6 copper, but the 6 has no significance when we assign the oxidation number. Now, here copper is in the free state, so the oxidation state or oxidation number is 0. Now, again SO2, oxygen, we know that it is -2 into 2. Here we have 2 oxygen atoms, so -2 into 2, it is -4. Now, here also it is a neutral species, so sum of oxidation state should be equal to 0. So -2 into 2 -4. So here sulfur should be +4 because we have only 1 sulfur atom. Or if you want, you can give X to the copper and sulfur and you can assign the oxidation number. Now, based on oxidation number, how we can assign oxidation and reduction? See the case of copper. On the left hand side, here copper is in +1 oxidation state, here also copper is in +1 oxidation state. On the right hand side, when it becomes product, when it comes in the product side, the oxidation state is 0. So what is the change in oxidation state of copper? Copper +1 to 0. So what we can write it as? +1 to 0 means there is a decrease in oxidation number, and decrease in oxidation number is representing reduction. See the way of writing, we have to draw one arrow from left hand side to right hand side, and above this arrow itself we have to represent whether it is increase in oxidation number or decrease in oxidation number. Also in the bracket we have to write whether it is oxidation or reduction. Now see the case of oxygen. On the left hand side it is -2, right hand side also -2. There is no change in the oxidation state or oxidation number of oxygen. So in terms of oxygen, we cannot say that it is undergoing oxidation or reduction. There is no change for oxygen. Now see in the case of sulfur. Sulfur on the left hand side it is -2, but in the right hand side it is +4. So what is the change in oxidation number of sulfur? If one arrow, if you are drawing on the top, the next one we can draw at the bottom. So sulfur, what happens? -2 becomes +4. -2 to +4 means there is an increase in oxidation number. An increase in oxidation number is representing oxidation. So sulfur is undergoing oxidation. So there is reduction as well as oxidation. So we can say that it is a redox reaction. Why it is a redox reaction? How we can say that it is a redox reaction? Copper, what is the change in oxidation number? Copper, the oxidation number changes from +1 to 0. That means copper is reduced from +1 to 0 oxidation state. So copper is reduced. So decrease in oxidation number means it is undergoing reduction. So copper is reduced from +1 to 0 oxidation state, undergoing reduction. So it will be acting as the oxidizing agent or oxidant. Now what happens to sulfur here? Sulfur is -2 to +4. So what is the change in oxidation number of sulfur? There is an increase in oxidation number. So sulfur is oxidized from -2 to +4 oxidation state, because there is an increase in oxidation number in the case of sulfur. That means sulfur is undergoing oxidation. So sulfur is oxidized from -2 to +4 oxidation state. So undergoing oxidation means it is acting as the reducing agent or reductant. So this is about the oxidation, reduction, then reducing agent and oxidizing agent in the case of this equation. So we can say that Cu2O is acting as the oxidant or oxidizing agent, and Cu2S will be acting as the reducing agent or reductant. Cu2O will be acting as the oxidant or oxidizing agent, and Cu2S will be acting as the reductant or reducing agent. Now see the next equation. So this is also to assess whether it is a redox reaction or not. So first thing is assign the oxidation state of each and every atom present in the given equation, and remember there is no significance for the stoichiometric coefficient given in the equation. So N2, it is in the uncombined or in the free state. In the free state, we know that the oxidation number or oxidation state will be 0. O2 also in the free state or uncombined state, so here also 0. Now here we know that oxygen oxidation state is -2. It is a neutral species given, so sum of oxidation state should be equal to 0. So if oxygen is -2, for nitrogen it should be +2, and we have only one nitrogen, so here it should be +2. Now mark the change in oxidation number. What is the change in oxidation number of nitrogen here? Remember once again, this 2 has this 2, that is a stoichiometric coefficient coming here, has no significance when we assign the oxidation number. Now see what is the change in oxidation number of nitrogen here. It changes from 0 to +2. 0 to +2 means there is an increase in oxidation number. Increase in oxidation number is representing oxidation. So N2 is undergoing oxidation. Now we will see what is the change in oxidation number of oxygen. See how to draw and write. Draw an arrow starting from the left hand side and pointing exactly on the same atom on the right hand side. So here also see the arrow I am starting from O2 from the left hand side, and it is ending and pointing exactly on the oxygen which is on the right hand side. Now oxygen, what is the change in oxidation number? It is 0 to -2. 0 to -2 means there is a decrease in oxidation number. So we can write decrease in oxidation number is representing reduction. So here oxygen is undergoing reduction and N2 is undergoing oxidation. So we can say that it is a redox reaction. Why it is a redox reaction? The first point is because in the case of nitrogen is oxidized, or N2 is oxidized from 0 to +2 oxidation state. At the same time, in the case of oxygen, it is reduced from 0 to -2 oxidation state. So what we can say about N2? N2 is oxidized, means undergoing oxidation. So it is acting as the reducing agent or reductant. Similarly, O2 is reduced. O2 is reduced means O2 is undergoing reduction. That means it is acting as the oxidizing agent or oxidant. So this is how this equation or this reaction becomes a redox reaction based on oxidation number. Now the next equation is PbNO3 twice solid plus PbO solid plus 2NO2 gas plus half O2 gas. Now let us assign the oxidation state of each and every atom or element present in the given equation. We know that oxygen, it is -2. Lead, we know the oxidation number, oxidation state, it is +2 because it is a group 2 metal. Now oxygen -2. So it is here it is a neutral species given, so sum should be equal to 0. Nitrogen, let it be X. So here there is one more 2. It is coming outside the bracket. This 2 is common for this oxygen and nitrogen, but this 2 has no connection with this lead. Now oxygen, we know that it is -2 into 3, it is -6. So how we can assign the oxidation number of nitrogen here? lead is plus 2 into, we have only one lead, plus, let the nitrogen oxidation state is X into 2, because this 2 is common for nitrogen and oxygen. So 2 into X, 2X, plus minus 2 into 3, it is minus 6, minus 6 into 2, it is minus 12 equal to 0. So 2 plus 2X minus 12 equal to 0. So 2x equal to 12 minus 2. So 2x equal to 10. So x equal to 5. So what is the oxidation number of nitrogen we are getting here as? It is plus 5. Now here on the right hand side we know that oxygen it is minus 2. Oxygen is minus 2. Since it is a neutral species, sum should be equal to 0. We have only one oxygen, so minus 2 into 1 minus 2. So here it should be plus 2. Plus 2 into 1 plus 2. Plus 2 plus minus 2, 0. Now in the case of NO2, oxygen is minus 2 into 2 minus 4. So for nitrogen it should be plus 4 because we have only one nitrogen. O2 in the free state or uncombined state, so oxidation number it will be 0. Now see the change in oxidation number. Lead on the left hand side it is plus 2, in the right hand side also plus 2, so there is no change in oxidation number. So we cannot say that it is undergoing oxidation or reduction. Okay, we cannot predict whether it is undergoing oxidation or reduction. There is no oxidation or reduction for lead. Now what happens to nitrogen here? On the left hand side it is plus 5, on the right hand side it is plus 4. So what is the change in oxidation number of nitrogen? Start from nitrogen itself and should be ending on nitrogen itself. So plus 5 to plus 4 means there is a decrease in oxidation number, or we can say that it is undergoing reduction. Now see the case of oxygen. Here it is minus 2, here also minus 2, here also minus 2, but here we have oxygen in the 0 oxidation state. So here there is a change, start from oxygen left hand side, and here it should end exactly on the 0 oxidation state oxygen. So there is change in oxidation number from minus 2 to 0. Minus 2 to 0 means there is an increase in oxidation number. So there is increase in oxidation number or representing oxidation. So here nitrogen is undergoing reduction and oxygen is undergoing oxidation. So here also we can say that it is a redox reaction where nitrogen is reduced from plus 5 to plus 4 oxidation state. Reduced from plus 5 to plus 4 oxidation state means undergoing oxidation. So it is acting as the oxidizing agent or oxidant. Similarly, oxygen is oxidized from minus 2 to 0 oxidation state. So oxygen is oxidized from minus 2 to 0 oxidation state means undergoing reduction, or it is acting as the reducing agent or reductant. So this is about the oxidation and reduction, and we can say that it is a redox reaction. Now the last example given. So here also another equation is given. We have to show that it is a redox reaction based on oxidation number. So when we get such an equation, the first thing is assign the oxidation state or oxidation number of each and every atom or element given in the given equation. We know that here in the first one it is NaH, sodium hydride, hydrogen. If it is coming on the right hand side of a formula, means it will be a hydride, and only here nitrogen will be exhibiting -1 oxidation state. So what will be the oxidation state of sodium here? Sum should be equal to 0. Here we have only one hydrogen, so -1 into 1, -1. So sodium should be +1. So +1 into 1, +1, plus -1 into 1, -1, +1 -1 equal to 0. Hydrogen here, oxygen -2, and we know that hydrogen is plus oxygen -2. Sum should be equal to 0. So on the left hand side it should be +2. But here we have two hydrogen atoms. So remember, always we are writing the oxidation number of each atom or each element present. So we have to write the oxidation number of the single hydrogen atom only. So +1 into 2, +2, +2 plus -2, 0. Now hydrogen, we know that it is +1, oxygen is -2. So +1 into 1. It is +1, -2 into 1, -2, -2 plus 1, -1. So sodium will be +1. Now H2, here H2 is in the uncombined or free state, so it will be in the 0 oxidation state. Now based on the oxidation number, how we can write? Compare the oxidation state in the right hand side and left hand side. Sodium on the left hand side it is +1, right hand side also it is +1, so we cannot say that it is undergoing, there is no oxidation or reduction for sodium. Hydrogen, what happens here? Now here hydrogen is in -1 oxidation state, here it is +1, and in one more case it is 0. So here one more hydrogen is there in the +1 oxidation state. So, and on the right hand side we have in the +1 and the 0 oxidation state. Oxygen also, when we compare, we can see that in the left hand side and in the right hand side there is no change in oxidation state for sodium and oxygen. So here there is only change in the oxidation state of hydrogen in the left hand side and right hand side. So see the first hydrogen, take any hydrogen, compare any hydrogen on the left hand side with any hydrogen on the right hand side. So if I am comparing this hydrogen with this hydrogen, okay, so there is, what is the change in oxidation number here? There is change from -1 to +1. -1 to +1 means there is, yes, an increase in oxidation number representing oxidation. So this hydrogen, we can say that means the hydrogen which is in the -1 oxidation state, it is undergoing oxidation. What about the hydrogen which is in the +1 oxidation state? Yes, it is undergoing, the change in oxidation number is +1 to 0. So what is the change? There is a decrease in oxidation number or undergoing reduction. So since there is oxidation and reduction taking place simultaneously, we can say that it is a redox reaction. Now, what is the change in oxidation number? In the first case, hydrogen is oxidized from -1 to +1 oxidation state. In the second case, the hydrogen is reduced from +1 to 0 oxidation state. So this hydrogen which is undergoing oxidation will be acting as the reducing agent or reductant, and the hydrogen which is undergoing reduction will be acting as the oxidizing agent or oxidant. So this is about the oxidation and reduction in terms of oxidation number. So remember, if there is an increase in oxidation number, it is representing oxidation, and if there is a decrease in oxidation number, that will be representing reduction.